everybody. So, hi! Well, let's see. I thought since Monday is coming up in several days, it's Friday, I thought that today would be a perfect day for storytime theater. Yes! Storytime theater! Indeed, storytime theater with yours truly, a Chelsey Hesson, telling you embarrassing stories to make you feel better and get you prepped for the weekend and able to sail through your Monday blues. Come ranch. I was actually telling this to somebody at work today because she was talking about lockers, like from when, you know, we're in high school lockers. I have this really funny, humiliating story about yours truly and a locker situation, and hopefully this will brighten up your lives. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so this starts when I was 15 years old. 2005 was actually, yes, 2005, and I was in high school. And I was in the orchestra. I was chamber orchestra later, but this is, you know, freshman year, so I'm in regular orchestra, right? And this is my freshman year. I have to like state this clearly. This is freshman year. I am 15 years old. I'm a freshie. I have no idea what to do with myself. I don't know where I fit in the grand scheme of high school. I didn't actually end up fitting anywhere, but it was a college prep school and nobody really cared anyway. As long as you brought Starbucks, everybody was just so fine. It was totes fine. It's great. Okay, so freshman year, and I was in the orchestra, and when you're in the orchestra you get like a band locker. So I had a regular locker. I never used that thing. I even forgot the combination. Like I even forgot which hallway it was in when I had to like turn in my stuff. I was like, oh, that one? I guess, I don't know. I had to turn the lock and I couldn't remember the combination, couldn't remember where it was. I had to go to the office and ask them like 3 times because I was just like, I don't know, those places. So I had a band locker, and we had orchestra camp. So that was cool. It was like band camp, except we got to go up into the mountains in Colorado. We got to go up into the mountains and just hang out at this YMCA and learn how to be better orchestra people, which is totally legit. I say that if you're in high school, you need to get part of the band and orchestra program. Just get up on it and it will help you out in life, you know? It helped me with my posture. Oh yeah, you're like so welcome. And it's just, you know, I think that learning a musical instrument just makes you a more creative, better adjusted person. It's just, it helps you out, and expressing yourself through music is like an amazing thing. It's just totes great. My mom, for lunches, she would make me salads, and they were the most amazing salads in the world. She would like hand spin the romaine lettuce the night before. She'd cut it all up. She would have, you know, she would fresh chop carrots, and she would, you know, put like freshly grated cheese on there, and they were amazing, and that's what she would pack me for lunch. Well, I had to go to orchestra camp over the weekend. We left like on Wednesday and we would come back, you know, like Saturday night or something, and you know, whatever. And I didn't finish my salad that day for lunch. So I left it in my locker and I had it kind of tilted. I got there on Monday and it had leaked. The remains of the salad had like congealed and like liquefied and it had leaked out of my like Tupperware that I had it in, and it actually leaked a little bit down into the locker underneath mine, which belonged to Jordan, and I said I was sorry like a million times. I still am sorry because, you know, that was awful. Well, anyway, this sucker stank. It smelled so bad. It smelled like rotten vegetables because it was like rotten eggs. It just smelled really bad, and it stank up the entire like music hall. Stank up. The aroma was quite unpleasant for the entire hallway, and just down, like you could smell it into the main hallway. It was just so bad. Anyway, I cleaned it out as best I could. I always got to school like way early because my mom had to work early, so she would drop me off at school way early. I would like draw, or I'd get my homework like homework for future classes done. It was just, you know, whatever. So I was there way early. So I got it cleaned up before anybody else showed up to the school. So props for me, self 5, yeah! So I got it mostly cleaned up, but the smell did linger. Tell you what, the smell did linger. So I got that cleaned up, whatever. Smell in the hallways. Later on, we had, our school was a college prep school, and I was located in the area, like, you had the new homes, you had the new homes, and then you had like this little crevasse of homes from like basically, you know, the 1970s and like the 50s. So that's where like your poor kids came from. So I was from like the itty bitty little strip of like, it was like me and maybe 5 other kids whose parents didn't make 6 figures. So when I say poor, I use the air quotes there. Thusly, like, you know, I'm a middle-class kid in a school with like rich kids. So downstairs was the first floor. Right underneath where the music and band rooms and whatever were was the science halls, where you had like chemistry and biology and whatever. And so it was like probably lunchtime. It was lunchtime, and I heard from a friend, well, you know, they had to evacuate the bye neighbor. So they had to evacuate the science classrooms because they smelled a gas leak. And you guys know what a gas leak smells like, right? It smells like rotten eggs. That's what a gas leak smells like. They have to add a smell to that so that people don't die. Well, I thought in my little 15-year-old brain that, oh my gosh, that's from my salad. The smell made its way all the way downstairs. And now everyone's evacuated and classes are ruined and it's all my fault. So I freaked out. I was like in a panic mode, and I grabbed my friend and we went down. I'm sure she remembers this, okay? We went down to the principal's office. We didn't end up talking to the principal. We ended up talking to I don't know, I can't remember what her name was, but she was like a, there were like 3 different counselors for the different like names or whatever. So she, you know, we went and spoke to her, and I was like, you evacuated! I just burst into tears, right? I'm like this 15-year-old girl, completely like distraught because I had brought ruination and devastation on my high school. I just burst into tears, and I'm like, locker! And she was extremely calm when she said, Chelsey, it probably wasn't you. It'll be okay. Let's just calm it down. Let's just take it down a couple notches. You need some Kleenex? Do you need a hug? Is this really about the locker? Do you need a hug? It's really about the locker, but I could use a hug. I could use that, you know. What if? So anyway, later on, because I guess she had to get a janitor and they had to go into my locker and they had to do it with my music teacher. It was one of my favorite teachers, BT Dubs. He's actually like retiring this year, which is kind of sad because he was legit. He was on the level. Of course, my thing is that I loved all the teachers everybody else hated. Like, I don't even... Anyway, so we went ahead and we, you know, they got that taken care of, whatever. They figured out, you know, it wasn't that. Well, anyway, I did have orchestra later that day. Was I a second violin or a first violin? So I had my seat in orchestra, and my orchestra teacher, who is legit, he's the best. He was just like, Chelsey. And of course, I'm like, you know, I'd forgotten about it, like, because I'm 15, and I'm, you know, this is the era of when like flip phones first came into being, and you know, you're just like busy texting, you know, like, because it's a flip phone. I really wanted a razor. That was what I wanted. I wanted a pink razor. That was the phone I wanted. But I didn't end up getting a razor. But I did get like this little phone. It was like this big and it was silver. And it wasn't, and after that I ended up getting a Nokia that would not break ever. It was amazing. But my first like it wasn't like my first legit phone. My first legit phone was like, I should get it and go through my history of the phone, brought to you by Chelsey. Anyway, so he came up to me and he was like, Chelsey, do you have something that you want to tell me? And of course I'm just like, am I in trouble? Like, and I'd forgotten, right? And then all of a sudden, flush, I am awash in all of the memory of 2 hours ago. And I go, am I in trouble? And he was like, it's okay. I got you, girl. And he walked away. I was like, okay. Just like, I'm expecting to get like completely yelled at, and so anyway, that was my fun story time. I'm sure you guys have lots of fun ways that you messed up in high school via locker issues. And yeah, after that I was like way more conscientious about where I place my food and leftovers. Like I don't want to mess with leftovers if I don't have to. So, I mean, I'm okay with leftovers. I just don't like leftover raw vegetables or fruit. Unless I can smoothie it, I don't want to keep it. So I'm that kind of girl. I love broccoli. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to my story of high school craziness and bravado and craziness and Lunchable meat. No, there was no meat. And my salads, which I called sexy salads because they were legit. Anyway, love you guys. See you later. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Oh yeah, oh yeah, subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe, or you know, watch us on Facebook, like us, check it out. What's it all about? What? Work it out. Let's turn this party out. Anyway, talk at you later. Bye. Well, my problem was that I was always like, you know, us outcasts, we gotta stick together. Represent right here. Like, oh my gosh, my dad is like the inventor of toaster strudel. Like, I mean, that's the kind of area that it was in. Anyway, thank you Bronte. What, Bronte sisters? Thank you for that. Was that Charlotte Bronte that wrote Jane Eyre? It's like totes amaze. Anyway, so, okay, we're sick and tired of you, like, yeah, okay, whatever. I love that story, but I can't remember who actually wrote it, so skip over that. Just bring your Starbucks and make sure that you don't, like, glare at anybody, and when you talk about Jane Eyre, make sure that you disapprove. I learned that the hard way, evidently.